I've had to have told you guys this story.
Well, somebody else is interested in knowing.
Okay, so the devil, he had like we would throw fireballs. We got to the point where he was throwing fireballs and people, and
you were throwing fireballs too for a while too, right?
Yeah. But he had one like a magician thing. It was like a copper pipe with like a button on it, and you click like a 9-volt battery to it, and you'd push the little button, and it would make it like a little fucking. You stick I think it was 1/8 of a sheet of flash paper in the pipe, and when you press the button, a little filament at the end, and it would go, and it would fucking shoot out. So the magician would come out all this fucking shit and go, and it would just fucking shoot off in flames. So he was doing that for a while. He did one where we had Mama Luke in the tree of woe, and he fucking shoot a fireball at Mama Luke's nuts. It's just weird fucking dumb shit. But this night he comes to me and he goes, Mikey, I'm going to do a chic gimmick. And I go, what? A chic gimmick. I'm going to throw a massive fireball. And when I do it, we're going to come for our entrance, and you and Tajiri will be there. I'm going to go between you and Tajiri. I'm going to shoot a fireball from behind you, and it's going to go out in front. I said, okay. Realizing now that was probably sounded really like a really bad idea. But at the time, oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, fuck it, do it.
So you're supposed to take 1/8 of a sheet of flash paper. And it's an 8.5 by 11, like a piece of regular printer paper.
Yeah.
And he's crumpling it up. He's trying to get it in this fucking tube. Trying to jam it the fuck in there. And he goes, I can't get it in. Hold on a second. So he goes into his bag and he pulls out a fucking toothbrush. So he takes the back end of the toothbrush and starts jamming it in the fucking pipe. Well, as he's fucking jamming it in like this, his finger hits the button.
Oh shit!
Lights the flash paper. And now that he's got this massive amount of paper in there, and a toothbrush in the end, like the old school, 1700s with the fucking muzzle gimmick where they put the shit in there.
Yeah.
Well, the thing fucking goes bam, and I hear, ee! And I'm like, everything's like, that weird, the effect in movies when a grenade goes off.
Yeah.
And the guy gets up and everything's like muffled, and you're like, ee! And you're like, oh. Well, that's what it was. And I look down, and the devil goes, oh, my God. And he goes like this. And I look at his hand, and there's this giant hole in, like, his fingers, and blood is, like, pouring out of it. Like, it looked fake. It looked like a movie. And we're like, oh, my God, oh, my God, oh, my God. So the devil goes like this. He kind of squeezes his hand and keeps it up like this. And we start running to the sink. And dude, there's blood everywhere. Sandman comes in and goes, yo, that's a great fucking gimmick. He's walking. He thought it was a fucking prank, that we were doing something fucking stupid. Because earlier in the night, we did the promo where we did me. I was like a kebab. I was like a pig on a buffet table with an apple in my mouth, hog-tied and on fire, with Tajiri the devil laughing. So they thought it was just some fucking gimmick. So the devil's got his hand under the border, and it looked like Jaws when the shark bites somebody and the water just turns all blood. And it's like, oh, nasty. And we both stopped at the same time. He goes, Mikey, you seem to have a bit of my finger hanging from the bridge of your nose. And I turn, look in the mirror, and I look like, Pulp Fiction when they shot Marvin in the face in the back of the car? My face was like blood splattered on my face. There were like bits of skin and finger hanging from I'm like, oh. So I'm trying to wash my face, and his hands is bleeding apart, and it was just it was a massive disaster. And then afterwards, Mikey, bring me a beer when he's in the hospital. Bring me a beer in a Burger King cup so they don't think I'm drinking. But he was in the hospital for a couple of days.
This happened in L.A.?
No, this was...
that was a pay-per-view, right?
Yeah. I don't know if it was Chicago.
Yeah, somebody said Mr. Mitchell told this story and said that you told it better.
It was fucking... I will never forget it. I will never forget just the sound, the blood pouring out of his hand, the fucking going on, and Hack coming in and thinking it's a fucking gimmick.
Was this the same pay-per-view when Angel got caught on fire?
I don't think so, because he left. So there was no more Mikey Devil stuff. I don't know if he was set on fire, but what the matches he was doing. Yeah. But it was crazy. And then I remember Tajiri says to me afterwards, he goes, that may be bad. I go, maybe bad. He goes, no, maybe he between face. I go, holy fuck! Like he was supposed to stick it between our heads.
That would fuck
Like-
y'all up.
Like, could you imagine his ears blown off, my ears blown off, and the devil's hands blown off? We all would have been fucked. But it was definitely a fucked up thing.
Paul would have been like, "This is great for TV."
Oh, and he used to wear a black shirt, right, with that red collar thing.
Yeah.
And you know, we're sitting, we got him, and we're all kind of like this. And he's like, "Oh, I think I'll be all right." And I'm looking, going, "Motherfucker, no." But he looks down, right, and his black shirt, like under his coat jacket, it looked like it was wet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he fucking rips his shirt open, the black button-up shirt, and he's bleeding from the stomach. So I guess he got him in the stomach too. And that's when he went. And we were thinking, oh my God, this is the scene where the hero makes the big comeback at the end of the movie. He saves the girl and the son, but then realizes, he looks down, and he's mortally wounded. But it was definitely fucked up. I mean, it's funny now to talk about it because he's all right. But yeah, it was a crazy fucking scene.